This episode is brought to you by Peloton. Introducing the new Peloton Cross Training Series, powered by Peloton IQ. Enjoy weekly workout plans tailored to your goals with personalized guidance. With weight suggestions to help you discover new strength and rep tracking so you never lose count. Try the new Cross Training Series, powered by Peloton IQ. Designed for your breakthroughs. Terms apply.
Class dismissed.
This class again?
Don't sit in courses you've already taken. University of Phoenix accepts eligible transfer credits and has a scholarship for transfer students. Finish your degree faster.
You kind of look ungrateful, don't you?
I'm not ungrateful.
Well, you sound ungrateful. What do you think is going on? Because she's been pretty patient. Why do you think she's finally lost her patience?
This is the plaintiff, Geraldine Winfield. She says she and the defendant are technically cousins, but they were raised like brother and sister. In 2010, the defendant got arrested and put in jail, and he asked her to help him out with some money because his wife left him, and his kids refused to speak to him. She felt badly for him, so she gave him money for a lawyer, which he desperately needed. The defendant has repeatedly told her he'd pay her back, but hasn't, and she can't afford to lose $2,220.54, so she's suing. This is the defendant, Warren Winfield. He says he told the plaintiff, who he considers a sister, he wouldn't be able to pay her back because he was playing Mr. Mom for the last 18 years and was paying child support. The plaintiff told him, don't worry about the money, but got mad at him when he got out of jail and started to spend a lot of time with his new girlfriend. Now, all of a sudden, she's saying he owes her for the gift she gave him? Come on, that's not right. He's accused of fouling up a family.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Milian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated. Come to it, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Geraldine Winfield, you are suing Warren Winfield for legal fees, money that you put into his commissary account while he was incarcerated, and loans. How do you two know each other?
He's my cousin. He's my first cousin. My mom and his mother were sisters, and we were raised together, so we call each other brother and sister.
Okay.
But we're really first cousins.
Okay. And what happened here?
Warren was living with his wife and children, and he got arrested in March of 2010.
For what? For what?
Domestic violence.
Well, some older
for what?
kids.
What was the charge?
Some older kids took some of my son's stuff, so I took the law into my own hands, tried to get it back, and I was charged with burglary or something like that. Burglary.
What was the domestic violence that she's talking about?
There was no domestic violence.
Were there any domestic violence charges against you ever?
Well, in the past, yeah.
Okay. So you went to jail for how long?
They sent me to a program. I had to go to jail for a little while, and then they sent me to this place called CBC.
Halfway house?
It's like a behavioral anger management therapy type thing place.
All right. So did you have a lawyer?
Not for my, I had a court-appointed lawyer. She got me a lawyer for my divorce.
Oh, and she paid for the lawyer?
Yes.
All right. And are you supposed to pay her back?
I tried to explain to her at the time that I never really had a career. You know, I was married. I was a Mr. Mom.
I'm sorry. What does that have to do with paying her back?
How do you pay somebody back if you don't have a job,
Get a job.
or a career? Well,
Get a job.
I have a job now. I've been at the same job for 3 years.
Yeah, then you pay her back. Why is it so complicated?
Right. Well, the plan was that, you know, well, you can paint the garage, or you can do this around the house, or you can help me do that.
Well, did you do any of that after you got out of jail?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. All right, so she says that she forwarded your way numerous things for the commissary. There's a sum that she sent to say, is it true that she was sending all the money to you during the time that you were there?
She's very good at bookkeeping and stuff, so I don't doubt it.
So what's your defense?
I had to start looking for a career, try to develop a career. So I started working at this place for 2 days a week because I had to take these classes. As soon as I finished
What was that?
the classes,
Yeah.
they were like aftercare for like anger management, drug
Okay, other things that
drug
you still had to do.
awareness.
Okay.
Yeah. So as soon as I got finished with the classes, I got hired on at the job for
What
5
kind of
days
work?
a week. It's driving. It was driving basically.
Okay.
So I did that for 2 years, and I just got promoted to
Wait, 2 years. When'd you get out of jail?
2011.
I'm sorry. Wait, so it's been 3 years? How much have you paid her back of any of the money that she put into your issues?
Well, I just felt like I needed more time.
How much more time do you need? Because it's been 3 years, pal. How much
Well,
time do you think a bank would give you?
I don't know about a bank.
Oh, by the way, if you paid $5 in the 3 years?
I don't know about.
Have you paid $5?
No.
Okay, have you had $5 in the 3 years to pay?
I've had about 50 cents.
You've had
After
50
child
cents
support.
in 3 years?
Sometimes I have enough left to get a cheeseburger.
Are you working full time?
Yes, now I am.
Okay, so what's your excuse?
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Would you loan money to a relative?
Of course not. I'm just kidding. Maybe depends on who it is. If it's like a faraway, distant cousin, no. You know.
But isn't it risky? I mean, isn't there some risk in renting to a relative?
Yes, absolutely, yes. It's dangerous, dangerous.
Would you do it if they needed the money?
Probably, yes.
Okay, well, at least you're honest about it.
Promissory note. Probably need a promissory note.
Would you do that with a relative and make him sign something?
Yes, yes.
Smart man going inside the courtroom.
What am I supposed to do with you?
I don't know. Look.
Kind of look ungrateful, don't you?
I'm not ungrateful.
Well, you sound ungrateful. What do you think is going on? Because she's been pretty patient. Why do you think she's finally lost her patience?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. You have a whole theory in your answer to the complaint.
Okay.
Why do you think she's finally lost her patience?
I mean, because it's been 3 years, but I'm available if she ever needs to holler at me or needs me to do something. I mean, we had to set up a time and a date. I can't just, like before, we would, if she needed something, I could drop and roll and do it
Plaintiff
right
is
then.
very controlling. By the way, where did he go when he got out of prison?
My house.
For how long?
He stayed there about 3 weeks.
And then what happened?
Then he got mad because I wouldn't let him use my car when he demanded it. And when I got home from work that night, all his clothes were in the trash and he was gone.
Where did he go?
That is not what happened.
He went to a girlfriend's house.
How did he get a girlfriend so fast? Who would let him into the house?
He was working a girlfriend while he was working
okay.
me too. So
did you move in with a girlfriend?
No.
After I got out of prison, I stayed with the plaintiff in her home, you say, in your answer to the complaint. But she kept getting mad that I was spending too much time with my girlfriend and not enough with her.
And that's why I left, because
She's never had a husband, and she thought that when I moved in, it would be bro and sis kicking it. But I'm 46 years old. I have to live my life. She should go get her own boyfriend and not worry about what I'm doing. She is very controlling. And if you live your life the way she wants you to live it, then everything's good. But when I started spending time with my girlfriend, she started saying I owed her the money she gave me in jail. In the past, whenever she gave me money, I'd just work it out and paint her garage or something. But now, because I had a girlfriend, she got mad. She has to get her own boyfriend and not be worrying about me.
When I got home from work that night that she's talking about, there was a long letter laid out on the table. It said, you spending too much time with your girlfriend, your head is so far up her butt that you know, I'm your real family, you need to be doing this and that and the other. Okay.
What's doing this and that and the other? What was that? Do you have the letter?
No, I don't.
Okay, what was this and that and the other?
Like cleaning the house and stuff like that. But
the stuff that affects her. It's not that she doesn't want you to be with your girlfriend. She doesn't want you to be a pig, and she wants you to participate and contribute.
Okay.
I saw the letter that she wrote you. Who was writing you, by the way, while you were in prison? She was writing you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she wrote you a letter, 17 days to go. Yay, oh my God, you're a free man. Here are the things I expect from you.
Right.
And then she had this little list of things she wanted you to do, and among them was pay her back.
Okay.
That was on the letter. So how could this be a gift? How could this be something you don't have to do? Yes, ma'am?
Ma'am, the final straw for me to bring this case was I had been in contact with him, you know, off and on. Yes, you need to pay me. He kept saying he was going to pay me. I had a medical procedure that, you know, once you get of a certain age, you have to have certain medical things done. And I called him and said, can you do this for me? Can you take me? I'm going to be sedated, etc. He said, yeah, I can do it, no problem. 3 days before the procedure, he calls and says, oh, I can't get off work that day, So I had to scramble and call an 80-year-old neighbor to take me to this procedure and stay with me and bring me home. And this is something that I expected Warren to do, and that was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Because you were always there for him for every little need he had.
Yes, ma'am.
And then when you had this one need, he can't figure it out.
Yes, ma'am.
You need to pay her back, all right?
Yes.
$2,220.54. Verdict for the plaintiff.
Thank you.
All right, both sides, hold on right there.
And so the defendant just turned and walked right out of that courtroom without even so much as a look over at his sister,
Right.
in quotes?
Yeah.
What's going through your mind?
Like I said, I just needed some time to pay, some type of structure. I mean, if we can set up some type of payment plan, that's fine.
3 years. Come on.
Okay.
3 years,
Okay.
Do you see how, to people watching this case, that you seem ungrateful? You could seem ungrateful?
I could see that, but, they don't know what's going on. I told her that anytime she wanted something done around the house, that was the first deal that we had set up for the money is, okay, you need something done, call me. She never called. She never set up no time.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. We set up a time for you to sign your documents right now. All right. So come on in here. What are you thinking here coming out of this?
I just think it's very sad.
How would you describe that attitude?
Ungrateful, spoiled.
Maybe you expect more from your relationship as brother and sister than he expects out of it.
I guess.
You think?
I think.
You do?
Yes.
All right, Harvey.
Okay, Kurt, the defendant is the walking version of the oldest story in the book. I can't pay now, I'll pay next week. After 3 years, here's the deal. The guy is just not telling the truth. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
With Venmo Stash, a taco in one hand and ordering a ride in the other means you're stacking cash back. Nice. Get up to 5% cash back with Venmo Stash on your favorite brands when you pay with your Venmo debit card. From takeout to rideshares, entertainment, and more, pick a bundle with your go-tos and start earning cash back at those brands. Earn more cash when you do more with Stash. Venmo Stash terms and exclusions apply. Max $100 cash back per month. See terms at venmo.me/stash terms.
This is the plaintiff, Eula Avery. She says she was driving on a one-lane road, and the impatient defendant tried to pass her on the right and hit her car. When they stopped, the defendant tried to bribe her with $100 not to call the cops. Well, her friend called the police anyway. The defendant lied. His insurance denied the claim. Now she's out $4,580.43 in damages, and that's exactly what she's suing the careless, dangerous defendant for. This is the defendant, William Grayer. He says the plaintiff was the one who hit him as he waited to make a right turn in the designated turning lane. He doesn't owe the plaintiff anything because she was the one who hit him. He thinks the woman's a scammer who just wants money, and that's why she filed this bogus lawsuit. Oh, her! Ha! He's accused of a sideswipe.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff was driving when the defendant tried to pass her and smacked into her, then tried to bribe her not to call the cops. But the defendant says the plaintiff is the one who hit him. It's the case of, you making a pass at me?
Thank you, Douglas. Okay. Miss Avery, you are suing Mr. How do I pronounce your name?
Grayer.
Mr. Grayer for $4,580.43 in car repairs and rental car because according to you, he crashed into your car. I'd like you to explain how the accident happened, and we have this sketch up here to try to help you to explain it to me. Can you come on up here and try that? Maybe you could take the cars and buses off so that she can put them.
You pick a car, and then you tell me where to place these, okay?
I'm a little confused.
All right.
Okay,
Take a
so
look.
this is Highland Boulevard.
Yeah.
Right?
Where were you?
See, this is Highland, hold on one second. This is Highland Boulevard. It continues that way. And this is Fingerboard?
I was on Fingerboard Road.
You were on Fingerboard Road?
Yes.
Okay, where on Fingerboard? This is going to be your car. Where on Fingerboard Road were you?
About here.
Okay, and what happened?
I was steady gone. Second car came on to the right.
How can it go on the right? How many lanes are there?
It's on a one lane.
One lane each way?
Yeah.
So then if there's no lane here, how is someone passing you on the right?
That's what happened. Came on
But
the right
how?
side.
There's no. Would there be room for someone to pass you on the right?
No, that's why I got hit. Because there's no room on the right side
Okay.
to pass. Because that's
Okay.
a one-way coming from Highland Boulevard onto Fingerboard Road. And so he hit the car, and his insurance refused to pay. So that's why I'm here. Because my car need to be fixed.
Okay. Go ahead and go back to the
right, ma'am. Right back to your seat,
podium and let me hear from you, sir. Mr. Grayer, come up to the board and tell me how you say it happened.
Okay, first of all, let me have the bus.
Absolutely.
Okay, the bus, this is like 2 lanes over here.
According to you, it's 2 lanes?
There's 2 lanes here. You
So
have
on Highland, there's
photos.
2 lanes.
I have photos to you.
Yeah,
can
let me.
explain it,
I'll
but okay.
do Google Earth in a second.
Yeah.
On Highland, you're saying there's 2 lanes.
Yes,
One of the
and-
lanes goes that way, and the
Yes.
other lane goes to Fingerboard.
Right.
Okay. So, oh boy, this magnet is hard. So there's 2 lanes. All right.
This was up a little further.
Okay.
She was behind here, not signaling. And I was just okay. And I'm just going straight along here. I'm starting to slow down a little at this point. And when I was about here, or maybe even back further, I heard a noise like as if you hit something or something hit you. So I stopped about here. And then she ended up, what I think happened is when I was passing her, I must have been in her blind spot, and I think she pulled.
You think that you're in her blind spot, and then.
And she pulled out, and I think the
Let
damages.
me see the damages. Do you have pictures of the damages to your car? And do you have pictures to the
Yes.
damages to your car? Let me see both.
Do you want him to go back, Yana?
Yeah, I think so.
You can go back.
Where did the cars end up, though? Can you show me that on the board? Where did the
Yes.
cars end up?
I was about here somewhere, and she was a little in back of me.
When you guys
out.
pulled over after the
Yes,
accident?
Yes. It's not much,
Okay.
but it's just.
Okay, these are whose pictures? Your pictures? Okay, you're only showing me damage to your front right passenger side fender.
Yeah.
What year is your car?
2002 Honda.
12-year-old Honda. All right.
Yeah.
And then, do you agree that Fingerboard is 1 lane?
It's 1 lane going to your right.
If you're
One
in a
la-
lane and you're going to the right, where did he pop up out of?
He popped on the right side.
But he's not on the sidewalk, so where did he pop up out of? That 1 lane has a lot of room, I guess, is what you're saying?
It's not that much room, really.
If there's not that much room, how does this car fit to your right? See, and this is important because if I have to believe, in order for you to get somebody to pay to repair your car, I have to believe that you are actually in the lane and he's the one who's scooting in. But if there's no room for him to scoot in, then how is it, then maybe it's just what it looks like, which is that you hit him because you're merging into the right and you're not paying attention.
I was already on Fingerboard Road.
If it's 1 lane and it's tight, how does this car fit to be able to hit you?
He came on the right.
How? There's got to be room for 2 cars. I have to see now that Finger Lane has room for 2 cars.
No, it's not. It's
And then there's no way for it to happen the way you're saying. You have to be more into the opposing lane.
No, it's only 1 lane. Like I said, I was on Highland, and he came on to the right. That's when he hit the car, and he wasn't going to stop. I blew the horn.
Okay, Douglas has helpfully brought out, thank you, Douglas, Google Earth, which is, it's just fascinating what you can do with the information superhighway. You put in an intersection and we have an aerial view of the actual intersection. So what we have here then is Highland Boulevard here, okay? Correct? And this is fingerboard. So we have you making a right-hand turn, and we have you making a right-hand turn. And there, if this is the size of a car, which it is, because this is a car in this Google Earth photo, there's actually a lot of room in fingerboard. It's not one little lane of fingerboard. But what I can't get past, and what I think is the reason why his insurance company denied your claim against them, is this. He, according to the damage, and very seldom, people always think that the location of the damage will somehow tell you how the accident happened. And it is so seldom the case. Because they'll say, look, they hit me. But if you're running a red and I hit you in the middle of your car, I T-bone you, it's your fault because you ran the red. It doesn't matter where I hit you in the car. Then there's these cases where every blue moon, it does make a difference where the damage is. And this one's one of those cases. Because if I have damage to your car here and damage to his car here, under no stretch of any imagination, whether it's here, 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 or here, can you not see his car? And it just doesn't work the way you say that it worked. It just kind of doesn't. I mean, there is room here for, despite your own testimony where you say there is no room, which actually hurts you. I think that there is room there, but it kind of, I have to be honest with you, it sounds far more likely that it happened the way he's saying than the way you're saying.
Okay, so suppose it is 50-50. 50-50. Plaintiff is suing the defendant, saying the defendant caused the accident. Who loses?
The person that's not able to convey their story.
But it's 50-50. It's 50-50.
If they look...
Huh?
I think that if he really did it and he don't want to admit
No. It's 50-50, guys.
The person with the loudest mouth.
The one who got
The loudest mouth?
The one who got hurt
the one
the
that
most.
got the most money then.
What'd you say?
The one that got the most money.
You're like Robin Hood Justice?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Whew, going inside the courtroom.
You're asking for $4,500 for a car that has a Blue Book value of $1,900. Why are you suing for 2.5 times what the car's worth?
That's what they gave me to estimate, and they had told me go through Geico.
Yeah, well, they declined the claim, so they weren't going to pay for that either. But here's where the problem lies for you as a litigant. Number one, you're asking for 3 times what your car is worth, and no matter what, in any lawsuit, you would be limited by the value of your car. And the value of your car in good condition is $1,900. That's step one. But step two, you as the plaintiff have to prove to me by a preponderance of the evidence that you're not at fault for the accident. I don't care what his insurance company did. I disagree with insurance companies and police officers all the time. I really don't care. I don't give them my dress. I wear this and I make my own decision. So it doesn't matter to me that the insurance company denied you that. But I have to believe that you are right and he is wrong. And I don't believe you any more than I believe him. Like, you guys are both, you seem like really honest people, and the damage, because it's in the front of yours and the back of his, kind of goes a little more with what he says. But either way, since you're the plaintiff, you have the burden of proof to be able to persuade me it happened your way, and I'm just not persuaded. So my verdict in this case is for the defendant.
So in this case, the location of the damage on the 2 cars involved makes a big difference in Judge Million's decision. What's your reaction coming out here? Come over a little closer. Come on. Yeah, what do you think?
I think it's terrible because simple reason is he's in the wrong, I'm in the right, I'm already in the lane, and he hit the car, and it don't make sense to me.
Yeah, well, his story's different. So it's
Well, he
one
lied.
person's word against the other.
Well, he lied, and God don't love ugly.
So what are you going to do for wheels now?
I have none.
Huh? All right. Okay. Okay, unfortunate. Head right down there. Sorry. All right, sir, so come on in here. You win your case. Turn this way. What's your feeling on the outcome here?
Okay, I felt the judge had a good grasp of the situation, and I'm very grateful for what she decided. It was fair, and it's what happened.
All right. What do you think, Harvey?
Bottom line here, Kurt, all the plaintiff has to do is tip the scales. Didn't happen. That'll do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
When you want your spring break to feel like... and your kids' pool day to feel like... and your hotel bed to feel like...
Ooh, and room service to feel like... Because at Hilton, hospitality feels like...
Your cabana's ready. Would you like fresh towels?
It matters where you stay. Book now at Hilton.com. Hilton, for the stay.
This is the plaintiff, Naquetta Johnson. She says she rented an apartment from the defendant, and her neighbor had a terrible fire, and her apartment was ruined. She was forced to live in a hotel, then had to find a new place to move into. Needless to say, she expected the defendant to return her security deposit, but he hasn't, so she's suing the unscrupulous guy for the $4,500 she's owed in security and rent. This is the defendant, Salem Salih. He says the fire next door ruined his place and the city closed it down until he could make the necessary repairs. The plaintiff told him she was going to move back and then abruptly changed her mind. He gave her back some of her security, but now she's suing him for rent money he was paid by public assistance? Come on, lady. He's accused of getting a tenant very hot.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff rented an apartment and says a fire drove her into a hotel, and now she wants the landlord to pay her expenses. But the defendant says he's already paid her plenty. It's the case of, where's the fire?
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Naquetta Johnson, you are, how do I pronounce your first name?
Naquetta.
Naquetta Johnson. You are suing Salem Saleh?
Yes.
Okay. For $4,500, double your security deposit plus a refund of July rent because according to you, the place was uninhabitable due to a fire next door. Tell me what happened.
Yes, it was the 4th of July, a fire happened.
In the building next door?
It was the house next door.
Okay.
And I wasn't there. It was inhabitable. I couldn't move back in or whatever. I had to go stay in a hotel.
Because of the smoke?
Because of the fire. It actually caught his house too. So it was the fire. The fire originally happened.
So actual fire damage to your place?
Yes. So like upstairs, downstairs, it was like the whole side of the house, his house. The whole side of the house. So no one could live in the house at that point.
Okay.
It wasn't just me.
Right.
Or whatever. So Red Cross put me up for 3 days. And after the 3 days was over, I had to get some type of assistance, some type of help to go stay at a hotel.
Where'd you get it?
Welfare.
Okay. Do you have children?
Yes, I have one child.
How old?
5 years old.
Who lives with you?
Yes.
Okay. So you stayed at a hotel for how long?
I stayed at a hotel for like 3 months.
At the time, did you think that this place was going to get fixed up and you'd be able to move back?
I thought the place was going to get fixed up and
that's based on discussions with the defendant?
Yes, he had me under the impression that it was going to be fixed up, repaired, and I was going to be able to move back in.
So when did you realize it wasn't going to happen? After 3 months passed, you said, okay, this is silly.
Exactly.
All right, then you found a different place to live?
Exactly.
All right, so when was it that you first asked for your security deposit back?
When I knew that I wasn't moving back in and he wasn't doing anything, I asked for my security deposit.
What did he say about the security deposit?
He said when he get his insurance money back or whatever, and then I had an argument with him, telling him, like, don't my security supposed to be in a separate account or whatever, and he was like, well, you're going to have to wait until they finish fixing my building, until I'm able to rent it out or you move back in.
Okay. Did that conversation take place?
No, she told me, she said she wants to move back in.
No, when she says, give me my security deposit, she doesn't want to move back in. She wants to terminate her relationship with you.
I told her it has to be in writing. You have to give it to me in writing. Make sure that...
I'm sorry, why are you holding her security deposit?
There was a personal agreement, me and her, that we're going to fix the house.
Do you hear me?
No, I know. What
am I saying? Did you keep the security deposit in a separate interest-bearing account?
No.
Or did you use it for your own expenses? You can't do that. You're supposed to keep it in a separate account. You're never supposed to look at a tenant and say, oh, when I got some money, I'll pay you. That situation's never supposed to happen. So she says that at some point you looked at her and said, well, when I get it re-rented, I don't have the funds to return your security deposit now. I mean, that's not supposed to happen.
Correct.
Right, so why did it happen?
She wanted extra stuff in the house to be fixed, painted over, fix this, fix that. And we made a personal agreement that I could use the security deposit to do that. And she agreed to it.
Right, that happened?
No.
Okay. Does he give you a reason other than I don't have the money?
No.
Okay.
They
So
don't
then what
have.
happens?
They don't have the money.
So
or
one
whatever.
day you make an agreement with him to meet him at a place that he's renting out.
Exactly.
Is it the same place?
No, a different
A
place.
different place that he's
A
renting
different
out
place.
because money was going to come in that day.
Exactly.
And he would give it directly to you.
Exactly.
All right, so now we're getting somewhere. And that happens on what date?
That happens, February? It had to be the end of February.
Okay, wow. Lots of time had passed. And then so you meet him that day and what happens?
I meet him that day, whatever. He has me sign the paper or whatever, saying that he gave me $1,000 and that he would give me $1,200 more or whatever. And I'm like, how's you gonna give me $1,200 more when you owe me so much more money?
Wait. What does he owe you?
He owed me $4,000.
No. How do you figure that? What was your security deposit?
My security deposit was $1,500.
Okay, so of that there's no question. You say your security deposit was only $1,500.
Yes.
All right, and then you say he owes you $4,000 because you want July rent returned to you because you didn't get to live there.
Exactly.
Did she pay July rent?
The rental assistant, they send it the 4th. Like I received it.
What's rental assistance? Section 8?
TRA, they call it.
Okay,
Temporary
a state
rental
agency?
assistant.
Yes.
Okay, who paid the rent? You or a state agency?
It's a state agency.
Then
but
you don't get that money
listen,
back.
Can I
The
talk?
state agency gets it back.
I'm just saying though, no, I get it
You're
back.
just saying what? You don't get, what did you pay and what did the state agency pay?
Listen, hold up.
No,
I
you
gotta
listen. What did you pay? What did the state agency pay?
I basically paid the whole thing because they have a lien on me.
Why do they have a lien on you?
Because I have an open case or whatever.
What,
I have,
open
I
case
have
for
money
what?
coming in.
An open case for what?
Because I'm suing the state of New York.
For what do you have an open case for?
I have an open case because I'm suing the state of New York.
Right, but they feel you owe them money if they have a lien on you. What
Yeah,
do
they have a
think
lien on me because they was paying my rent or whatever. They was paying my rent or whatever. It's
and
like
they
it's a
feel,
loan.
There's a no. I want
It's
you to
a
listen to
loan.
me. I want you to listen to me because I don't understand. Okay, they were paying your rent, and now they feel they shouldn't because
No, they don't feel like they shouldn't.
when they, what was the name of the organization that was paying your rent?
Welfare.
Right. Welfare doesn't make you pay it back unless they think that you inappropriately claimed it.
No.
Right.
It's
That's
not
why it's
that.
not making sense that you
It's
have to
not
pay it
that.
back.
Look, I got paperwork right here. Like, can I show this to you?
Did you call me lady?
I didn't mean to call you lady.
That's okay. I know you didn't. I actually know that you didn't. I know you didn't because you're not hostile. You're just frustrated. Go ahead. Just
Okay, this
let me check out all of your paperwork to
Okay.
figure out the rental thing. All right. Now, you may not owe it to her, but you certainly owe it to social services. Okay. Because if you, what do you have a case against the state for?
What do I have a case against the state of New York for? Because I was trespassing and I was being transported to booking, and the cops got into a car accident with me in the back. Of the
Okay,
car.
okay, it just gets better. All right, Ms. Johnson, hold on. What were you getting transported to booking for? What did you get arrested for?
Trespassing.
Oh, trespassing where?
In New York.
Where though? Where?
I was at somebody's house.
Your boyfriend's house? Like what? Like what were the circumstances?
Oh my God.
Is it that bad?
No, it was like a homegirl. She's from Florida or whatever, and like she was up here. We got into an argument.
Okay, all right. So you get arrested for trespassing for that. You end up in the backseat of the police officer's car. Police officers have an accident. Do you end up in the hospital?
Yes.
Okay. And so you sue them, and you get the recovery, and then the state says,
didn't
well,
even get
now
the
I guess
whole
you
thing.
got money to pay rent, and then they turn
No.
around and they try to take back the benefits?
They never took back nothing. They just saying that once you receive this check, it's just a loan. See, welfare, everybody have to sign a paper. It's just a loan or whatever. So like if your landlord have security money to give you, they give it back to you because at the end of the day, it's a loan. I have to pay all this money back to welfare. No matter what he do, I'm still gonna have to pay that money out of my pocket. Whatever money that they gave him.
Well, unless he
for
pays
me,
it to them.
Yeah, that's
right.
what I'm saying.
If he pays
Okay.
it to them, you're not paying it out of your pocket.
Exactly.
If I order him to refund whatever portion of July was unused, which is everything other than 1, 2, and 3 of July, because I'm not going to count Fire Day as a full day. All right. So if I make him pay that back to the social service agency, you're good.
Okay.
Right. I
Yeah,
got
but
it.
see what I'm
We're
saying?
done with that. We're done with that. Because I see what you're saying, and all I got to do to make sure that I please you, if in fact that's it, is make sure he doesn't pocket your rent. Why would it be appropriate for you to keep the July rent when she couldn't live there in July?
Because
At least not from the 4th forward.
Prorated I agree with prorated.
Okay, all right. So now we're done with that portion. Let's discuss the security deposit. Why didn't you give it to her? Because you didn't have it?
Yes, because I didn't have it at that time.
Okay.
Because I used it to, she just moved in a few months before, and the money she gave me security deposit, we agreed, a verbal agreement, to fix the apartment the way she wants it, the way she's happy with it. But it had a re-rental, had everything on it, ready to go. But she wants it her way. I told her, okay, in that case, if you agree, I could use that. She said yes.
Yeah, that never happened. You just
That
put that money in your pocket with the rest of the money. That's what everybody in your position does, because nobody's going to find out, really. So long as things work out and a new tenant comes in, when the old tenant goes out, that money, you take that money and you put it over there, and which is exactly what you end up doing a little bit later. You meet her somewhere and you sign a document saying that he paid you $1,000, but I don't see you accounting for that in your lawsuit. How come?
Exactly, because when we went inside to meet with the people or whatever, he brought me in like I was working with him or whatever, with his new tenant at a different apartment or whatever, but the man said that he didn't have the money for him after I had already signed the documents.
Did you pay her $1,000 or no?
Yes, she signed the papers right here.
I know, but did you pay her $1,000?
Yes, I did.
She says that the tenant didn't have the money and that you didn't pay her.
She signed her name for it. I gave
I'm
it to
asking
her.
you, I don't want to look at the paper, I want you to look me in the eyes.
Yes.
Did you pay her $1,000?
100%.
So why do you think she's saying you didn't?
I have no idea.
Because you didn't pay the rest of it?
I have no idea. I can't get it to her. I don't know.
And there's a document that you signed saying that you received it.
I know, and it was,
Why would you sign that you received it when you hadn't received it?
But he was saying that everything was good. I trusted him.
That's just silly. Don't be ridiculous. You've been around the block. You know how this stuff works. Why would you sign a receipt that says, I received $1,000 that you didn't receive?
It wasn't even a receipt. No,
it was a receipt.
Okay.
It absolutely says, I received, past tense, ED, $1,000. That's what it says. It couldn't be more of a receipt if it slapped me in the face and said receipt.
So do landlords typically try to screw tenants out of security deposits?
Yeah, of course they do. They always find something. The agent is just, we'll have to do some touch-ups, and it takes half of it.
It happened to me. It happened to me.
Well, I know, but is it generally landlords are bad?
Yeah.
Okay, going inside the courtroom.
Why would you sign saying something, you received something when the money wasn't in your hands?
I thought about it, but I just didn't do it. I
think that maybe you got the $1,000, but you're so angry at him that you want to make a payday out of this.
I don't think so.
Oh, I know so. I know so, because he never paid you the remaining money. Now, what I don't understand also is if her security deposit was $1,500, why did you have her sign something saying that you owed her $2,200?
Because it's a month and a half security.
Oh, you charge her a month and a... Can I see the lease? Do you have the lease?
Yeah, sure. It's a month and a half security. Yeah.
She says she only paid you a month's security.
Oh, a month? No, it's a month and a half.
What did you end up paying? Did you only pay $1,500?
No, I think I paid a month and a half security.
Well, then why are you only suing for $1,500? When did you finally think that? When he said it?
Yes.
Do you have your check, your canceled check or money order for your security deposit?
I don't have the money order.
Did you pay by money order?
It was in it was on a voucher. I paid him by. Did
the government pay it or did you pay it?
The government.
Honey, how are you going to get the security deposit back? It doesn't belong to you either.
Because like the amount was already settled in
your loan.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I think happened. Social service doesn't usually chase its customers for the money that they gave them for social services. I think what happened is that once you sued the county, they probably have a mechanism for saying, well, I guess you have money now, and then turning around and attempting to get back the money they gave you. Nobody ever talked to you about what you owed them until you got a settlement from them, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. We're going to figure this out, so don't worry. Okay. But it's so unusual for me to see a welfare agency want the money back because the idea is that they are taxing us so that there is a fail-safe system for the neediest among us to have what they can't afford. And the only way they should say to you and say, pay us back, is if they found out that you're a fraud. That's the only way they should be saying that to you because it's supposed to be something that we hand out only in the neediest of circumstances. And so it makes it, but I see that you have a letter that says that there's a, well, but hold on. I see that you have a letter that says that there's a lien against you. So I know you're not making this up. All right, so there's something there. But one of the things that the lawyer did was pay a lien of $3,000. Now, did he negotiate with the town?
No.
I don't know what happened, but I'm going to find out. And the reason that I have to find out, because it's either owed to you or it's not. You've come to me and said, Judge, he owes me that money. And I am saying to you that we're going to have to figure out, all right, and I'm going to give you a few weeks to do that, and I'm going to give you some court staff to help you, because I know how hard it is to deal with the government, because I was there for 17 years, all right? But we're going to figure out whether there truly is a lien continuously against you or isn't. All right, now on you, you have all kinds of bad behavior. You cannot put the money in your pocket. You're supposed to keep it earning interest somewhere. You cannot not return it to her. And you cannot keep it, okay? So that security deposit I find is wrongfully withheld, and pursuant to statute, the portion that is wrongfully withheld would be 1250. All right. The amount of money that we're talking about is the $2,250 deposit minus $1,000 that I find that you did accept, which leaves $1,250. That portion of your security deposit was wrongfully withheld, and pursuant to New Jersey law, you are entitled to double the portion of a security deposit that was wrongfully withheld. So $1,250 doubled is $2,500. And then the prorated rent for July, you should receive back $1,354. And that's a total verdict in your favor in the amount of $3,854. But you do not receive that. The town receives that if you are obligated to pay the town back, okay? Because they're the ones who have the standing to sue for this. What did you want to say?
I wanted to say that I still have a lien on me, all including with that.
Either you have to, just listen to me, it's simple. Either you have to pay them back for housing or you don't.
I do.
Right, and well, I know you say that, but I'm going to verify it. That's what I mean. All right?
I could give you my lawyer number too.
No, I don't want your lawyer's number. I'm going to talk to the city myself, okay? All right, and you're gonna hustle to try to get, because they're not gonna just talk to us, so you're gonna speak to my staff and work it out and cooperate so that we can get that information. All right, that's my judgment. Goodbye, folks.
Very complicated case, very complicated ruling.
Yeah.
You satisfied with the way it comes out, your understanding of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you gonna do next?
Well, I'm just gonna try to get my security deposit back and all my information, prove to the judge that they have a lien on me and keep it moving.
All right, that's it. Okay. Head right around the corner there.
All right,
or
thank
whatever.
you.
All right, sir, so come on in here. What's your feeling on this ruling?
It's a little complicated, but I think the judge, after all, he did say the right thing, and I agree with her.
Mm-hmm. You trying to keep...
No, I don't want to keep nobody's money.
No?
No, it's just the circumstances.
Why don't you have a separate account for these security deposits?
Because the lady, she wants me to fix her apartment for her friends.
That's your answer?
Yeah.
Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, so here's the bottom line to this case. The plaintiff actually did have a lien against her, but ultimately, she paid in full.
This Valentine's Day, the UPS Store certified packing experts are helping pack and ship all the ways we care. From the lovey-dovey XOXO gifts, gifts for your Galentine's gal pal, even pet gifts for doggy dearest. When you ship UPS Air at the UPS Store, your items arrive on time or your money back, guaranteed at no extra cost, exclusively at the UPS Store U.S. retail locations. Send your Valentine's on time at the UPS Store. Visit theupsstore.com/air guarantee for full details. Terms and conditions apply.